Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Happy Time Show. Today in the Happy Time Show, we are going to be talking about the Spies Among Us and about weird coincidences that we have been facing these days. Coincidences that many people will not even really know about, but are really interesting. So please stand by. First, I'd like to talk about a little bit about the ocean. Everybody knows that we only discovered about 5% of the ocean, so that means we have another 95% of the ocean to find. Deep down in the ocean, there are lots of tons of fish we have yet to study. But one of my favorite kind of sea life that are beyond the deep, beyond where the sun could reach, is called the vampire squid. It is completely see-through and glows red. And I just love that squid. To me, it just looks so cool. 2 is the anglerfish. The anglerfish looks pretty cool, but also a really, really scary creature to run into. What would you guys think on that? Because I think that creature is pretty damn scary. Alright, now there's something else I want to talk to you guys about. It's about a little thing about earthquakes. Does anybody know how earthquakes begin? Earthquakes start by the shifting of the plates. When a plate shifts, it causes the earth to shake, creating an earthquake. Every day, we have an earthquake. Usually they're so small, you can't feel them. But when a big one hits, hold on tight. 4, something interesting about creepy old houses. Have you ever seen a house that was made, destroyed? Well, the house that kept being built was called a Winchester house in San Jose, California. The house was made over and over and over and over and over again. It was at least mansion size, and the reason why they kept building is because the owner of it, the wife of Mr. Winchester, Mrs. Winchester, thought that evil spirits from who the Winchester rifles killed were haunting her. So to appease these spirits, she never stopped building this house till she finally died, mysteriously. However, about that tale is that you can still see her spirit walking around sometimes. And let's not forget about the facts that there's stairways that lead to nowhere, doors that open up to basically nothing at all. I mean, this house is bizarre. I suggest you guys go check it out. It's in San Jose, California. Alrighty, now let's bring into the real topic, Spies Among Us. You see, the government can spy on you on many, many, many different ways. But I'm just going to list a few. Okay? So a few ways how the government could actually spy on you. Are you guys ready? Okay, the way how the government can spy on you. This is really interesting. Number 1 on my list. Well, I'm not saying it I'm not doing it by groups. I'm just doing it by just what I think is. Number 1, credit cards. Credit cards is the easiest way for the government to spy on you. Because every time you make a transaction, it's actually recorded. You make the wrong transaction at the wrong place, you could be doing some heavy time behind bars. And the thing is, you may be thinking, wait, this is against my privacy rights and blah, 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 blah about that. No, it's not against the privacy rights. Because if you guys actually read your credit card contracts, it actually says that FBI, CIA, and all police forces are actually able to hack into your credit card information and see what you're buying. That's how most bad guys get caught. Number 2, I like to call this the bait phone. Everybody loves the bait phone, also known as the iPhone. The iPhone is easily hackable. The government can literally open up your camera without you noticing and start taking pictures of you. They can open up your microphone and start listening into your conversations to get the exact details they need to put you behind bars. Doesn't that sound simple? I've always wondered why they called it the iPhone. Oh wait, I know why. It's because it's called the iPhone. The eyes are watching you. If you've got iPads, iPods, iPhones, please switch from those evil devices because remember the eye is watching you. So switch away from those. Alright, 3 on my list. Have you ever looked at a cactus and thought, ooh, so pointy? Well, sometimes that's not the case. Because how do you know if a cactus is not actually watching you? Yes, we have gotten so smart to actually make a robotic cactus that looks real, but yet this cactus has cameras all around it. So therefore, if you go into the desert, say with a dead body and try to bury it, you just got caught by a fake cactus. Congratulations. Oh, another thing about these cactuses is sometimes, or not all the time, another way how you can get caught from doing something stupid is not satellite phones, is telephone towers. The thing about telephone towers, which could make you get caught, is the fact that if you say that you're somewhere else and say you weren't there, the police can literally track where you were. And because of the GPS function, now the government can track you to finally arrest you. How fun is that, right? You can literally be tracked from your phone. Your phone is the biggest snitch you carry in your pocket. So if you have something you don't want people to know or see, do not text about it, do not send pictures, and do not call, because the government will pin that on you and you will go behind bars. Do the old-fashioned thing. Use letters, and then after you send the letters, burn them, so that way you guys don't get caught up. I'm not trying to help you guys. I'm just saying, be smart. I'm probably going to get arrested for this statement, but hey. All right. Number 5. This is getting creepy because now I'm here to actually doing it. The microchips. You guys may have heard about this theory, but it's actually becoming very, very real. And soon they want every single American to get this microchip. This microchip would be the way to track you. It would be the way to check your medical history. It'll be a way of new currency. But more importantly, could it mean that this chip could mean the end of our lives as we know it? Because what if, say, the earth is screwed, and say the apocalypse is going on, and rations are really, really getting scarce, right? So what do? They push a button, and that little microchip sends a wave through your body that can kill half the country like that. So that way, they save all their precious goods. Does that sound fun to you? To me, no. That sounds like it's total bullshit. Why would they even do that to its own people? Like I've been trying to tell everybody, and we all know, the government works for the Illuminati. And I don't believe in the Illuminati, but I'm beginning to see more facts that they are actually existing. However, Illuminati does run our money. If you look at the back of a dollar bill, there's the Illuminati sign. If you look on the back of a $20 bill, fold it in different ways, boom, you get the Twin Towers. Coincidence? I think not. Illuminati runs this country. In order to hide from Illuminati is make money with them. If you don't make money with them, they're going to come after you. All right, now let's talk a little bit of coincidences. I found a couple of really, really, really good coincidences. All right, are you guys ready? All right, coincidence number 1. Everybody always says that lightning doesn't strike at the same spot, right? Wrong. Not according to this case. So this man was at his house and he was working in his backyard. He got struck by lightning and died. 20 years later, lightning hit that same spot, killing his son. 20 years later, it hit the same spot again, killing his grandson. Wow, 3 strikes, 20 years apart. And let's not forget about all the 20 years apart, right? Let's not forget about that each person from that guy's family both died from it. Is it a coincidence? Is it an act of God? Who knows? All I know is, do not play at that spot. Jeez, if 2 people have died there, I'd be scared of death to be playing around that area. And you guys are all over it. Think about that. Why would you even want to still be there? All right, here's another one. This is another crazy coincidence. So, this guy was riding his bike. He was hit by a bus. This particular bus actually killed him. About 12 minutes later, a guy riding his bike also got hit by the bus. The way how this is interesting about this fact is by one thing, and one thing only. Both of those 2 were actually twin brothers. They got hit 12 minutes apart from each other. Doesn't that sound interesting? Well, anyways, I said on coincidences. Alright. Now, let's talk about banned TV shows, or shows that we think will be banned or will not ever be played again, really. I know one, Courage the Cowardly Dog. Very, very, very great TV show. Creepy in most parts. Scaring little kids was the best part of it. But however, let's not forget about the fact that little kids today are just a bunch of pussies who can't take shit. So now, sorry Courage, but your days are over. And another thing, let's talk about Scooby-Doo. So many things a lot of people didn't catch. This is how it goes. And we all know as Velma of being the geek. She was supposed to play, basically, the sexy nerd, even though she doesn't look sexy at all. Daphne was supposed to be the slut. Fred, well, whore, basically, is Daphne. Fred is a gay guy, because of the ascot, apparently. Apparently, because of the ascot, that makes him gay. Shaggy is a stoner. We all knew that. And Scooby, well, he's Scooby. Alrighty. Now back to Courage the Cowardly Dog. There was an interesting theory I heard, was that in Courage the Cowardly Dog, that Muriel and Eustace are both dead. However, Courage made puppets out of his human companions, and with his imagination, he's keeping them alive. What do you guys think about that one? Interesting, right? Kind of creepy a little bit? Yeah. The only thing that proves this theory is at the ending of the first episode, he, at the end title, is holding puppets of Muriel and Eustace. That's how it ends. Does anybody ever remember the show Rocket, I think it was Rocket Power? Yeah, Rocket Power. Man, that show is good. But did you ever catch all the drug references in that show? Like Raimundo. He was always high as a kite every time in that show. And we as kids didn't even know it. Rugrats. Rugrats. We all love Rugrats. But did anybody ever catch any of the adult jokes they actually said in it? Like Grandpa's Naughty Space Vixens. Which we all know Naughty Space Vixens was a porno. And Grandpa even said, this show is called Naughty Space Vixens. But that's not until you go to bed, sport. Now we all know that was a porno. 5. SpongeBob. There has been no cases to confirm that SpongeBob is straight. He never hangs out with any girls, and 24/7 he's holding Patrick's hand, and he's always talking about how much he likes Squidward in a flirty manner. He's never seen really taking a like for girls. And 5, he's never, ever, ever gonna pass his boating test. And one thing I think mainly that's crazy is that Patrick, the stupidest starfish in the world, can pass the boating exam, but yet SpongeBob can't. And SpongeBob's a little bit smarter than Patrick. What's going on here, guys? This looks like bad editing, but it's been going on for years, so I ain't gonna complain. Alright, let's see what else. Rugrats all grown up. Everybody liked that show. That show was great back in the day, wasn't it? Well, anyways, actually, I haven't really seen much of that show, so I can't say shit about it. Sorry, I shouldn't have even brought that up. Alright, another show. Shit. How many are out there? Oh yeah, Samurai Jack. There's a conspiracy of Samurai Jack being the professor from the Powerpuff Girls. Look at those two and decide for yourself. My question is, in the story timeline, does Samurai Jack come after being the professor? Or Samurai Jack become the professor? Does the professor become Samurai Jack, or does Samurai Jack become the professor? That's what I'm trying to figure out for a while. I've been looking up that, but I can't find anything about that subject. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong sources, but who knows? Anyways, thank you for listening to the Happy Times Show. Have a great day. This is Easy Lion, and I'm out. Sure, this is a short podcast today, but there really isn't much to talk about, except for Albuquerque is amazing. It's quiet, it's slow, weather's nice, we get all 4 seasons just like other states, and have a very, very happy time day. Bye, guys.